Welcome to Hybiz News. My name is Suresh Kochakal. Political heat may be rising over three farm sector bill amid strident protests by the opposition and revolt by BJP's oldest ally, the Shiromani Akali Dal. But the ruling party is confident that its numbers are stacked in its favour in the Rajya Sabha, where these draft laws are expected to be tabled soon. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's forceful defence of the three bills and the blistering criticism of the opposition for protesting against them on Thursday made it clear that he remains unfazed and that his government will press on to get Parliament's nod for these measures aimed at opening up private avenues for farmers to sell their produce. His assertion came amid Congress and several other parties besides the Shiromani Akali Dal coming out strongly against these bills, calling them anti-farmer. Farmers in states like Punjab and Haryana have been protesting against these proposed laws, which their leaders allege will end up dismantling the existing government-backed support system they have. While the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance is yet to have a clear majority of its own in the 245-member Rajya Sabha, many regional parties have backed it in the last several sessions to ensure passage of various legislations proposed by the government. BJP leaders expressed confidence that they will be able to get the support of over 130 members, including 9 of the All India Anna DMK, 7 of the TRS and 6 of the YSR Congress, all 3 of whom are not a part of the ruling alliance, if a division of bills is sought on these bills. The BJP has the highest tally with 86 seats, followed by Congress with 40. 3 members of the Shiromani Akali Dal are sure to vote against these bills, but Shiv Sena, a former BJP ally and now in the opposition, has expressed its support for these bills. The Maharashtra party has 3 members in the Rajya Sabha. Several other regional parties, including the 3-member Aam Aadmi Party, the Samajwadi Party with 8 seats and the BSP with 4, have joined the opposition ranks in protest against these bills, but it may not prove enough to hinder the passage. A number of counter parties have come out against these draft legislation, suggest that there are as many as 100 MPs opposing them. There is no clarity about the stand of some of the small parties which have around dozen members put together. Since the Modi government assumed office for its second term in 2019, its rivals have not been able to scuttle any of the major bills due to a rise in the number of treasury benches and the corresponding fall in the opposition ranks. The Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion Facilitation Bill and the Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance Bill and the Farm Services Bill were passed by the Lok Sabha on Thursday, while the Essential Commodities Amendment Bill was passed on Tuesday. These bills seek to replace the ordinances already promulgated by the government. Speaking at the virtual launch of several rail projects in Bihar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chose to speak at length on these bills, which have sparked protests by farmers in states like Punjab and Haryana, and sought to assuage concerns of the farming community by assuring them that the government procurement of their produce will continue, so will the minimum support price mechanism. He asserted that these reforms have brought freedom to the farmers and have given them a protection shield, as he accused the opposition of standing with middlemen and misleading peasants while lying to them. With opposition parties dubbing these 3 bills as anti-farmers and the Shiromani Akali Dal quitting the government in protest against them, Prime Minister Modi refuted their criticism, describing these proposed laws as historic and stating that they will unshackle the farmers by allowing them to sell their produce anywhere at a better price. A day after resigning from the Union Cabinet, senior Shiromani Akali Dal leader Harsimrat Kaur Badal said that she feels saddened that her voice in support of the farmers was not heard and demanded that the government should pause on these legislation by referring them to a parliamentary panel for wider consultations. The government has presented these bills as pro-farmers, saying that they will ensure that the farmers get better price for their produce and do not get subjected to the regulation of mandis. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar had said on Thursday in the Lok Sabha that the farmers will be free to sell their produce to anyone, and these bills will increase competition and promote private investment, which in turn will help the development of the farm infrastructure and generate employment. However, opposition parties have slammed the bills as anti-farmer, claiming that the agriculture sector will be left to the fate of corporate interest. Delhi Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party leader Arvind Kejriwal also appealed to all non-BJP parties to unite in Rajya Sabha and oppose these 3 bills, claiming that would leave the farmers in the hands of big companies for exploitation. Thank you for watching.